Welcome to the live chat. I did nothing different than what I did just a minute ago. I just restarted it and I don't know. So if anybody happens to accidentally show up, I just don't get the whole live thing, just screws me up every time I do it. James, hey, how you doing, Mr. Sippet Dog? Good to see you. I was telling everybody a minute ago, I'll go ahead and tell you, this was the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen in your life about 10 minutes ago. And of course, there were 3 of the Danville, Kentucky finest cars sitting over there. And I didn't want to start a chat with them in the background because they might think I was, trying to instigate something. So I just left them alone. The night, why, there's Mr. Travis, the night shift guy. How you doing, Trav? Stan, you doing all right, buddy? It's good to see you too, James. We had one heck of a good time this weekend. We needed this weekend like a drowning man needs a rope. It was it's been a great weekend. It all finished up today, and now I have a truck pulling in behind me. They're gonna think I'm weird. Well, they're gonna find out I'm weird talking to my phone. New Zealand Outdoor Blades. Holy smoke. Hey, buddy, how you doing? New Zealand. New Zealand is, my son is dying to go to New Zealand. He and I both are huge Lord of the Rings fans. But, well, look who's here. Mike Cutler. I seen you a few hours ago, man. Yeah. It's good to see you, Mike. Yeah, Mike and his better half, Alicia, was at the show, and we're all weird. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Stan, but yeah, today has been, yeah. Yeah, we had a good time today, man. I got to meet Brian Znaz and his lovely wife, Heather, for the first time in person. That was a blast. Hey, Dub. Oh, it went by too fast. What's happening, buddy? Yeah, I've been kind of out of reach here lately. Yeah. Hold on. I got to scroll back down the chat. How y'all doing?
Okay.
Billy's Blades and Tools just left the comment. Make Cutler again. Okay, Gordon. Yeah, I did this again. Bubba's EDC message retracted. Bubba, did you say I was crazy or something? You're probably right, but it's been a weird day. Had a day of a lot of fun, a day of some challenges as of late, but hey, it's all great, man. I from India. Wow, dude. How you doing? I'm from South Carolina. I'm presently in Kentucky, Danville, Kentucky. It is beautiful up here. I've been through Kentucky a few times, 3 times. I've just traveled through, headed somewhere else, and finally get to stop, take a look around, and especially Danville. Danville is a pretty little town. Well, town city. It's kind of strange. It's a gorgeous little town, but it's not a little town. It's like a small city, but it's still got that small town vibe. You know what I mean? It's really cool. And I have new glasses, so you're gonna see me looking through the bottom, and I'm not agreeing with everything you say. I'm just, yeah. Hello, how are you, sir? Who is that? I'm doing good, sir. Thank you for asking. Been a challenging last few months, but hey, we still here. I wish I could have started this live with that sunset. Oh my goodness, you guys would have. We are staying That big sign right there is the Red Roof Inn Plus in Danville, Kentucky, right across the road from the Super Walmart. Nice, nice hotel. Uh, it's a, well, you know, Red Roof Inns they're not super expensive. This place is clean, really good. I got this on a tip from Hillbilly Ridge, and I was going to Calhoun Knives. Now here I go. I'm chasing back through the Calhoun Knives. Wish I could have made it down there tonight. Gonna make tomorrow's auction a great one. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something, man. I finally got to meet Brian from Brian's Knives, and several other people. I'm gonna talk about them here in just a second, but I saw Mike from Make Cutlery Great Again, and of course Dwayne, Hillbilly Ridge, Mickey, and so many others. All 865 Knives, Aaron, he was there. He was a vendor selling. I didn't even know he was going to be there. That's the first time I got to meet him too. Yeah, it was a good day. Jason Beecher and Dennis Whipple's in the house. Joshua Heim won. Man, what in the moonshine. Oh, I wish I had. No, I don't. No, I just need a good night's sleep. That's what I need. I don't need no moonshine. Can you imagine how ridiculous I'd be with moonshine? Greg Whipple. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, I got a birthday in a couple of days. Yeah, they starting to mount up too, but I'm glad they're mounting up because the alternative ain't real good. Wicked Blades, how you doing, buddy? Hitting the tequila. I was there one time. Man, I hit it just a little too hard, just to be honest with you. You know, I wasn't racist toward liquor, you know, whatever it was. Vincent, all right, now I think names are important. So this is Vincent Lopresti, and I'm probably butchering that. Did you pick up anything? Yeah, I picked up a few things. I picked up one from Bubba's EDC off his table. He had, I can't remember the model number. It's a like a old timer sharp finger with a gut hook on it. I've got two sharp fingers, but I didn't have one with a gut hook on it. Needs a little TLC, a little tender loving care. We're gonna get that did sometime in the next week. Mrs. Cornbread is doing pretty good, Jason. It's one day at a time. We got to go Monday for the next round of chemo, and that's really a behind kicker, you know. I mean, that's tough. But hey, we doing good one day at a time, and we are blessed beyond anything we'll ever deserve. And yes, but yeah. TLC, man, I saw that knife needs. You had it priced too low, Bubba. That's just my opinion. Okay. I hope you guys have made it home okay. He texted me earlier. I sent him a little gift to get to the chopper because they was hauling mail. I mean, they were getting real close to home, and yeah. Greg Kelly, short video. I will send you a pic. Yeah, anybody out there who was at the show today who took pictures, because you know me, I didn't take no pictures. And half the time I left my phone in the truck charging. So yeah, please do not. George, how you doing, George Bramlett? Wish I could have seen you up here, man. If I had known it wasn't going to be a last minute thing for us to make it, I was going to see some folks wanted to carpool with us, you know, but it was the last minute. It was like probably 30 minutes before we left, we decided to go. Vincent Lopresti, you honor one of their slips. Yes, it's tough to do with with new glasses. I thought that was Miss Cornbread walking out the door, but it ain't. I'm at the Hotel Red Roof Inn here in Danville, Kentucky, and Yeah, we left the show today and went by the Cracker Barrel, or as I like to jokingly call it, the Honky Bucket, and got something for late lunch, early supper, lupper or linner or whatever you want to call it. And Ms. Cornbread, she couldn't eat too much. She eats like tiny amounts at a time. So we brought it back. We've warmed it up like 3 times. She's been nibbling on it. But it's been a pretty good day. Mr. Kodiak Edge, Mr. Gordon, how you doing? Oh, it was fun, man. It was fun, George. It got to see everybody. I made it about halfway around the room. I went around. They had an outer ring and an inner ring, and I went around the outer ring and about half. Excuse me. I went around the inner ring and about half the outer ring, and I was too busy talking and chit chat because, to be honest, Ellaville and this, I didn't really go for the knives. I would go see everybody, you know, and say, hey, how y'all doing? Got 21 folks in here. That's surprising. I usually don't have too much luck on like after 9 lives. I just wanted to get on here and say hey to you guys. It's been a while. One of your slips. Mr. Louie, how you doing, buddy? I don't know how well y'all can hear me or how well y'all want to hear me. Big Fish, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, well, Bubba, I imagine you are wore out. Good Lord, early morning and drive all the way home to Georgia from Kentucky after the show. Goodness, I admired the drive though, buddy. Allen Creek Outdoors, saw you there today, but didn't get to meet you. You both are in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you, sir. Allen Creek Outdoors. I had one fella. What we did, I got up early and I went to the show. I went and got breakfast with Brother Mickey and Sister Jenny from Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors, and I brought Yvonne back breakfast. And like I say, right now she just kind of eats like a bird, you know. And made sure she was all set and ready. And she had taken the medicine, especially during the morning hours, is kind of rough. And she's like, just let me sleep a little while. Give me a call when I get to feeling good. I'll come down there and hang out with you guys. So that's what we did. She got there and hung around with us about an hour and a half. You know, we left about 1:30-ish, I think. Don't hold me to that because I never looked at my watch today. But yeah, she's doing pretty good. It's just one day at a time. Rodney Moore 2, Barn Door Blaze. How you doing, buddy? As you guys probably already know, if you've ever been in my few lives, I'm kind of challenged with the chat, so I'm trying to keep up. Gary Graham, got 25 people in here now. That's pretty good. I didn't think I'd, at 9 o'clock on Saturday night, a lot of people getting ready for church. I'm going to wind down for the night. It was good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you today. I hope everybody, I love everybody. God bless you too, Bubba. It's good to see you again, man. Mr. Wally Big Fish, I see you up in y'all. James Alton, yep, I caught Mr. Sippy Dog. All right, I think I'll call that. Yeah, it's man, it was a great show. It was just a good time. We got here last night and they had burgers and dogs and stuff, and everybody fellowshiped and chit chatted, and it was really a blast. And then today we had, of course, Dwayne had the knife show. I wish you guys could have seen that just a little while ago. It was a beautiful sunset. But yeah, today was the knife show, and it was great. It culminated right before we left. Dwayne Clark called everybody together, and we had a gigantic prayer for my wife right there in the middle of the knife show. It was just flat beautiful. And I tell you what, man, I don't think there's anybody on here that's subscribed to me that don't know Dwayne and his wife Donna, Clark's Kentucky Knives. If you guys aren't subscribed to them, shame on you. Those two are out of this world, folks. You know, he's been running these auctions and getting ready for the knife show. The auctions for my wife's cancer fund benefit, and getting ready for this knife show. Man, he is a stand-up dude. Him and Donna both. I appreciate them more. I told them 80 times a day. If they'd never made up $1, just the thought and the effort behind that it's overwhelming. And I'm just wonderful people. Brian's Kentucky Knives. He'll be the rig. And I hate to start calling people's names because I wind up always leaving people out. Saw the knife doctor. I looked for a knife doctor all day long today. And he was outside wheeling and dealing, and I finally got to hook up with him like 30, 45 minutes before the end of the show. Great dude. Brother Blaze and more, how you doing, Mr. Brother Rex? Dwayne and Donna are a power couple. You not joking, brother. The best thing that ever happened to YouTube, in my opinion, is when he decided not to kill his channel. Man, that dude has a message, and he has a heart for it. And there is no way that I can expound on that enough. Once you ever meet the guy and shake his hand and look into his eyes, you know Dwayne Clark, Miss Donna are for real. Cornbread House Corn Muffin. Yeah, Corn Muffin didn't get to come with me. She had to work yesterday, and she's on overtime. We left out early yesterday morning, and we ran into several wrecks coming through Asheville, North Carolina, 26th I-40, and then, you know, I-40 runs through the mountains, and the northbound lanes of I-40 caved off the side of the mountain into the river here a while back, so now I-40 is a 2-lane road. Yeah. And then when we got into right about the border of Tennessee and Kentucky, tons of rain and heavy storms, and we were supposed to be here at 3:30 yesterday, and we got here at like 6 o'clock. So, but it was fun. It was an adventure. We needed a weekend getaway. Man, that's no joke. Trevor Wilson. Hey, I seen you today, but didn't want to bother. Dude, bother me. But warning, if you do bother me, I have the gift of talking the horns off a billy goat. So, you know, anytime you see me, I say, hey dude, what's up? You know, that's why I'm here. I'm not here about knives and stuff. I'm here for the folks, you know. I have fun with the folks. Bushcraft Rebooted. Hey buddy, how you doing? Bushcraft Rebooted. Yeah, I was telling Mike at Make Cutlery Great Again today, I've got a package that's been boxed up with his address label on it, Mr. Bushcraft Rebooted, and several for multiple weeks now. And there's been so much going on, I just haven't remembered to take them to the post office. And but I'm gonna make it a point to get there this week. I actually made post-it notes and put them on the dash of my vehicle. Yeah. Now, if the post-it note gets lost, that's all bets are off. But I'm going to try to get to it this week. Yeah, I got to see a lot of people today that I've only seen once or haven't seen at all. And, man, it was a good time yesterday and today. And Mrs. Cornbread, she went with me last night to the supper they had last night at the church in the little kitchen auxiliary building. And she met a bunch of people, and she liked everybody. Her and Miss Jenny, Mr. Mickey at Hillbilly Ridge. She's quiet, you know, like my wife, you know. She don't want to be on no videos. But they kind of hit it off and talked and everything. And yes, I'm kind of getting, I had several weeks, I just got to be honest with you, pretty dark weeks. And I finally I came to the conclusion, I'm giving it to God, and I'm going to do the best I can and let him handle things, you know, because I can't do anything. But Trevor Wilson, us old guys have nothing to look. life in itself. Yes, sir. Life is a great thing, man. I mean, I know there are people watching this that are maybe disabled, multiple challenges in your life, but it seems like we can always look at somebody else and, man, we got it made. I am blessed beyond anything I could ever comprehend deserving. Yep, that's exactly right, Mike. Yep, I was so nervous for some reason. Why was you nervous? I don't know, Trevor. I don't know what you're talking about. You were so nervous, but I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just a dude. Like, I'm just like the guy you stand behind in Walmart, and it blows my mind when I go to something like this and people are, "Hey, cornbread," I turn around, I have no clue who you are, and it's somebody that's a subscriber. And one gentleman and his wife today, and forgive me, I'm blanking out on the name. But when I was leaving about 11 o'clock today to go pick up Mrs. Cornbread, Ewan, and she came to the show and hung out with us for a little while, and she got to feeling a little better. This guy come walking across the parking lot, and I'm sitting in my vehicle about to pull out, and he's like walking up, and I'm like, well, this dude either knows me or he's about to kill me. And he started, man, my wife watching, and my wife gets so tickled at you, and blah, blah, blah. And that's what it's all about. I'm just here to have fun, Trevor. So if you ever see me, I'm happy to meet you. It don't have to be the other way around. Yeah, holler across. A bunch of people do that. Cornbread. Hey. And I feel awful because I feel like I should know these people. And it's like the people that make YouTube videos, content creators, they call them. A lot of times, a lot of them, it's like at Ellaville. I met Michael from Rasputin's Castle and didn't even know it was him. I saw his sticker sitting on the table, and I said, man, was Rasputin's Castle, was Michael here today? And the guy kind of laughed a little bit and everything. And I said, man, I hate him. And I was talking to him because he does a lot of tabletop stuff and you never see his face. I don't know that I'm part of the club, Mike. You part of the club, brother. I mean, this is all one big happy family. We all love one another. We take care of one another. We pray for one another. It's really a special thing. I don't think there's another gig, another form of YouTube that is like that. And I fell into this totally by accident. And I've met so many awesome people. Clark's Kentucky Knives. Wait. Dwayne, man, I love you and Miss Donna to death. I know I told you today, and you probably get tired of hearing this, but man, you guys are special. And I hope you keep doing this for a long time because there are people who need to hear your message. And you can articulate a message in a way that I can't. I want to, and I have some plans on that. I've talked to a few of you guys about, and it's not going to be a subscribe, like, and comment kind of thing. It's going to be, are you broken or are you having a hard time? Let me tell you some stuff. I'll tell you about where I came from, which may pale in comparison to where you're at, but we got to support one another. And that's what the good Lord wants us to do. He wants us to be there for one another. And Dwayne, Clark, Donna, Brian, Mickey, all you guys, and Dwayne and Donna, I know they've been trying to get you ready for this knife show that turned out absolutely awesome today. Meanwhile, running all these auctions for Ewan's benefit and whatnot, and I'm thankful. Yeah, Dwayne, I'm standing outside. I thought well, it's completely gone now, but there was a gorgeous sunset, and you just a couple of miles from me. We had some rough weather this afternoon. I mean, it was raining buckets, raining like a cow peeing on a flat rock, thunder and lightning, and trees bent over, and I was like, and all that blew over. And I was gonna go live earlier, but it was still raining, and I didn't want to do it in a hotel room because that's not, I can't stand being indoors. So it finally quit raining. Here I am. And Dwayne, my wife and I were talking Yvonne was talking just a little bit ago. We're strongly considering showing up at church in the morning, but she don't have any church clothes with her, and we kind of waited a little late to go looking, so we're gonna hook back up real soon. Fat City. Big E's in here. Where's Eli at? How you doing, Big E? Mr. Eli with a dope knife collection. Yeah, I am the least of the knife collector community, but man, I'm so blessed to have met all you folks. It's insane. And there's been many nights with no dry eyes, and I thank every one of you guys. I mean, I'm serious. It's there's not but 24 people in here. I still can't keep up with chat. Yeah, let me point that out. Brother Dwayne just mentioned something. It's kind of weird because I feel like if I keep shouting out Brother Dwayne and whatnot, it sounds like, oh, go over and buy a knife for my wife's benefit. The only thing I can do to say thank you is try to help. If you guys can go over and just watch for a little while, leave some comments, all that stuff helps Brother Dwayne's algorithm on his whatnot. And even after all the benefit stuff's over with, I'd like to help plant some stuff along the way to help him out a little bit, because that's all I can do. But there's no way I can, it's like I said in a video here a while back, thank you just sounds like, just like you walking out of Walmart and drop a bag and somebody helps you pick it up and say thank you, thank you so hollow. So I just don't have the words for what everybody's done, and never will. And I'm kind of a few words. I can talk more being a man of few words than anybody you'll ever meet. There's Mr. Knife Monkey. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I hope God opens a storehouse of heaven and blesses Brother Dwayne and them beyond anything they can contain. Because when you meet Dwayne and Donna and you talk to them and you look into Dwayne is not a boastful person. He is just, I don't mean to put pressure on you, brother, but I was telling my wife last night, we were doing some reading, and there's a part in the Bible where it says entertain strangers, because by doing so you've entertained angels unaware. I'm not putting a kind of pressure like that on there, but that's a good example, because these people are special. I mean special. And I appreciate everybody here. One lady and her husband at the knife show today, and I hope y'all can hear me because I'm trying not to be too loud because there's people all over this parking lot. I don't think I'm crazy. But one lady, elderly lady, her husband, she came to me today and she said, Cornbread, I sure would like to donate. We just can't do it. Boy, we praying for you. And I was like, man, please, never think that any kind of donations are held higher than prayer. Because prayers are more valuable than any gold this earth can contain. And because God's in control. He's in control of this. It took me a while to figure it out. And I'm debating whether I'm going to tell you guys any stuff in the future, because I don't want to be that guy. But the first few weeks of this thing was absolute terror and darkness. And I got into a dark place. And I'll go ahead and tell you, I used to be a lover of the alcoholic beverage for a while in my life, and I went and bought a large bottle of that alcoholic beverage, and I sat in my shop at home and stared at that thing for like 4 hours one night, and took it outside and took a 12 gauge to it. I came that close. but God will never leave you nor forsake you. And that's what popped in my mind when I got rid of that stuff. And thank you, Lord, that I did. We all have troubles, and God knows your troubles. He's never going to leave you. He's never going to forsake you. He cares more than you or I will ever care. We just got to wait on him. You know, waiting is hard, but you know, that's where we're at. But I've come to a peace. My wife and I have been married for 30 years. I've come to a peace on this, that I'm waiting on God. God's in control. If I keep stepping in and doing stuff thinking, I can do this, I can do that, I can control this, I keep messing it up. So, and since I came to that conclusion, I've got a peace about it. And this nice show this weekend, I got in there and talking to people, had a good time. First time in 2 months, I'll be honest. And even Yvonne, she went and she got her mind, even though she felt like poo-poo, I haven't seen her smile a whole lot lately. And I caught her many times smiling last night at the dinner and at the night show. So, you know, we good. Brother Corbin, God doesn't care what you wear to church. Oh, I know, brother. I know. It's, and I hate to keep bringing up Brother Mickey's wife, Miss Jeannie. But her and Yvonne are a lot alike. They're very quiet people. You usually don't hear them. I mean, this morning I woke Yvonne up and I said, do you feel like going to the knife show? And she said, I don't feel like it right now, babe. I'm gonna try to get a little more sleep. I said, well, I'm gonna stay here with you. And she said, oh God, please go to the knife show. I said, why? I mean, why are you saying please go to the knife show? You know, I want to go, but I'm not gonna leave you here by yourself. She said, please go to the knife show because you're driving me crazy. And but yeah, she's kind of quiet and she's self-conscious, and we're gonna probably take a rain check and work. We haven't fully decided about whether we're going to go to church with Brother Dwayne and them, but if we don't, we're going to come back this way, and we'll be prepared. And it don't matter what you wear. Like, the only thing I got with me is 2 pairs of shorts, 2 shirts, 2 pair of clean drawers, and that's all I brought. And I myself feel like it's not very respectable to go to church wearing shorts, but that's just me. If you guys do that, I'm not saying you guys can't. That's just the way I feel. Brother Dwayne, love you, man. I hope you guys have a great night. God bless you guys. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I don't know yet. We will see you soon. Brother Rex, I didn't marry a quiet woman. I married a Yankee. I married a gal she's more from the hills of the Appalachians than I am. And she is the strong, silent type, so to speak. Ted Hart, man. I got some names wrote down here on a little piece of paper, and it was such a pleasure to meet you and your lovely bride today. I've been looking forward to that. And when I didn't see you earlier, I was like, man, I might not get to make it. And then we met right there at the door. And love you, brother. I appreciate the prayers. There's so many awesome people in here. Saw Louis sit in the middle off to the side. Well, we'll just say I'm not a very hideable person. If you have clean drawers, you're ahead of most people. Yeah. I have had Mickey from Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors, and I know some of you have heard this. I'm not going to go into great detail. But my mother was best friends with a lady named Dot Gray. And I also had an aunt named Dot, Dorothy. So we called Miss Gray Dot Dot. And just so we know who we're talking about. And after a while on YouTube, and I found Mickey Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors, found his channel. Come to find out, Dot Dot, and he lives in Kentucky now. I live in the mountains of South Carolina. Dot Dot's his step grandmother. Well, when she passed, right before she passed, she gave me, in her words, for safekeeping, some of her husband, who is Mickey's grandfather, some of his Bibles and study notes and sermon notes and everything. And I read through these things, I was just blown away. I mean, this is like absolute gold. Then I meet Mickey, and we find out that his step grandmother and my mother were best friends. And folks, I don't care what you say, that's not an accident. That's ordained by God. So I've had his granddaddy's Bibles vacuum sealed for months and months now. I keep like all the other mailings that I need to do. I keep forgetting, and I'm gonna bring them to the night show in Danville. And I had that and my deodorant and all that kind of stuff stacked in a little stack on the table. And Yvonne's like, "Why is that stuff stacked on the table?" I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it off the table. I just don't want to forget it. And of course, I forgot it. So I didn't have deodorant today. I forgot to bring Mickey's grandfather's Bibles, which in my opinion are very important and very special to him. And yeah, I had to use my wife's secret deodorant today. There's a reason to laugh. But sorry, I'm up back. Had to put the fire truck up. Been out on 85. Oh, bless your heart. Mike Y. Yes, sir, brother. Ground fire. Blabbing, I got behind. Brother Ted, it was great to meet you. Yes, it was. Brother Ted Hart is one of the kindest talking, when you meet him, it's hard to explain. He's real. He's another one of them guys that's a real deal. And I appreciate you guys. Jeff Jackson, how you doing, buddy? Howdy, cornbread. Just make everyone in the chat. Yeah, we had a good time today. It came at a good time. Oh, I got a knife off Bubba. Now he's done checked out for night. I'll tell you about it. But I've got two old timer sharp fingers. I just bought one here a while back for like $6 with a sheath that needed a lot of work, and I got done with it. It's jam up, and that's kind of, well, the one I got from Bubba today didn't really need much work. Just a little TLC, and I've already started working on it in the hotel room. And I guess the hotel maid's gonna wonder why there's little pieces of Never-Dull all on the trash can, but I've already started working on it, and it's already about halfway there. So now I have the sharp finger and the gut hook version. Wicked Blade, I'd love to meet you too, man. I want to meet everybody. There's guys like Louie, Arizona EDC, JC Mountain of Jar, Brother Joseph, a bunch of guys out Middle America and West Coast and whatnot. I don't know how we're gonna meet, but we're gonna meet somehow. And Trevor, I got a red bone. It needs a tiny bit of work, but not much. Yeah. Boy, if you got it over against the back wall, that guy that had all those red bone knives, my goodness, he had some gorgeous stuff. That was kind of out of my shopping zone right now. I got a red handled Schrade walled-in version of a sharp old timer. Ooh. Yeah, we somehow or another, I just feel like eventually we're all gonna get somehow or another get to meet. Missed you today, Dennis. I was hoping you could make it up. Yeah, Texas, Arizona, Arkansas, brother HTZDC. There's a bunch of folks out there. I don't know how we're gonna get an opportunity to meet one another, but I want to. Fat City, yeah. We're gonna get to it, man. I picked up a gorgeous Berthier Satin Rose 47. Oh, really? Yeah, I ran my mouth so much, Mike. I didn't get an opportunity to say, "Hey guys, did y'all pick up anything cool?" Because it was, well, Mike and all of them been around me a couple times now. I'm just kind of, I'm like a 6'4", 280-pound version of the Energizer Bunny, and I intentionally didn't take my meds today so I could pay attention. And yeah, that backfired on me because I was just, and never quit the whole time. Got the knife. I definitely considered it. I'm glad I didn't get it. Wait, yeah, I got the knife. Oh, okay. I think you're talking to Mike MCGA. Yeah, that's exactly it. Mike MCGA, Mike. Uh, I came to this. If I had walked in there today and there wasn't nothing but one butter knife laying in the middle of the floor, I was fine because I wasn't there for knives. I was there to talk to all you guys. And I finally got to meet Aaron, 865 Aaron, and yeah, I got to meet some people I'd never met before, and that was a blessing. And I hope to continue going. I hope a bunch of you guys that didn't get to go last year go to Ellaville this year, because I'm going to be there, depending on how Miss Cornbread's doing. I'm going to be there if I have to crawl, just for the people, Darn right, Dennis. And yeah, I got to meet Dennis Whipple in person last year at Ellaville, and that feller loves his straight pipes. Yeah, Ellaville will be off the chain this year, absolutely. And I'm telling you, with the turnout at the first Danville Knife Show, Clark's Kentucky Knives, next year, I wish I'd got more video content of it today. Excuse me. I got up at 5 a.m. this morning, and I did some walking, and probably walked a half a mile, something like that. And I was just letting Mrs. Cornbread sleep a little while, and I woke her up, and she told me she didn't feel like it right now, yada, 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 yada. Then I met Mickey and Jenny at a place called the Red Rooster. Man, you talk about a breakfast buffet. Good Lord, that was good. And we had breakfast, and like I say, Miss Cornbread can't eat a lot right now. She's lost like 38 pounds in 3 weeks. But I got her, she loves grits and sausage and toast. Even before she got sick, we go to Waffle House or something. Grits, sausage, and toast. She won't eat eggs. I got her something, brought it back. She did pretty good with that. And then I let her sleep while I went down. But yeah, I was dying to get there. But I was going to stay here if she wanted me to, but she was sick of me talking, so she told me, go ahead. Yeah, Ted, it's I was telling Yvonne a while ago, she was blown away. We have meetups in Anderson, South Carolina. And Jerry Phillips, Justin, South Carolina Knife Monkey, Bubba's EDC, Chase, or Lance. Oh my gosh. There's a bunch of us. We meet up down there, and we'll sit around for hours, and just the table's full of knives, and just talk and chit chat. And I usually just bring whatever I'm running EDC because I don't want to get distracted from the talking. And we have a ball. And then you go to knife meetups like this, shows and things, and you meet other people, and then you go to another one, you meet people you've never met, and it's a blessing to meet everybody, I will say, Cheesy Man, I miss him. I seen somebody say, what up, Cheesy Man? How are you doing, Brother Patrick? I hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, it was a great knife show today, man. Wish you could have been there. Yeah, been away for a bit. I've been kind of away for a bit too. And somebody at the knife show today said, man, YouTube algorithm hates you. I haven't been hardly doing anything. And I I told Brian and Bubba and Mike, all these guys, I'm at 8,300, I think, subscribers. If that went to 150, and it's the people I like talking to and have conversations with, I'd be just as happy as I am right now. You know, I love the meetups. You have a good one, Trevor. It's nice talking to you, buddy. I'm not gonna hold you guys too long. I've been on here 45 minutes, and it seems like 10 seconds. Uh, yeah, I don't really have a problem. I guess people really getting the videos. They're not, as far as subscribers. It's the people, they don't push it out into the feed like they did when I was making 3 or 4 shorts a day and 3 or 4 long forms a week. And I still love doing it, and I would be doing it. It's just so busy right now with other things. Tyler Huff. Hey, buddy, great seeing you today. You too, buddy. That's another one, Tyler Huff. I wish we could have a designated knife show in every state so that we could eventually kind of come together, a halfway point thing, kind of thing for everybody. And we could all get together and go out to supper and just talk, Yeah, I've heard so many people's stories. I won't share a lot of the stories, and I'll let them do that. But like one fellow was telling me about having throat cancer today, and he went back to the doctor and it was gone. It's I won't go too deep in that because I don't want to tell people's stories, But I loved hearing today how people's tomato plants are going, I appreciate that, Rodney. And this might sound crazy, but I read every comment, and then I try to go back and answer the comment. Sometimes I get way behind, but I read every comment, and the support that we have gotten over the last couple months is mind-boggling. I have received emails like you wouldn't, man. I read them all. Some of them I have already responded to, but it's just if I responded to comments and emails, everyone that I get, I would spend like 6 or 7 hours a day doing that. I just can't right now. It's so busy. I'm still working full time. Then I'm on the phone at lunchtime talking to people about medical stuff and just on and on and on. But I want you guys to know you're never out of my thoughts, ever. Wicked Blaze, could you imagine that dinner table with all of us? It would be a nice show in itself. Yes, sir. That's kind of the way our meetups are. Everybody pulls out their little knife collector thing with all the little, and we're passing knives around and trading knives, and it's crazy. I always tell the waitress, whoever the waitress is at Cracker Barrel, sir, we're tying up your table. We always give her a good tip. YouTube meetup in Springfield, Missouri. Hey, I'm up for that. I don't know where I'm at. I'm in Danville, Kentucky. And beautiful place. Beautiful place. We're going to get up in the morning pretty early and head home. I got to build a new chicken coop tomorrow. But yeah, I've had the stuff laying in the yard for like 2 weeks. But that is a good idea. We need to have a central location where it's not going to be too crazy. Like our meetups, we've had all our meetups so far in Anderson, South Carolina, and we need to do some down in Georgia, a little piece, so it's not so rough on the guys that come up from Georgia all the time. And yeah, and this coffee is horrible. It's that little thing in the room in here. That's the only thing I found to complain about. It's gotten cold. Got a mater truck in your plant. I hear you. The apartment I stay in a lot when I'm working out of town, I got 4 or 5 gallon buckets full of pot and soil there, and all of them got tomatoes in it, and they are booming. When I get back over there, Golly, I bet you I'm gonna have a bushel and a half of tomatoes to pick. Yeah, we need to, Justin. Georgia Adventure and Bubba and all those guys, man, they've been driving all the way up to meet us, and we need to at least go to like maybe Commerce or something to make their drive. And I was thinking Commerce is from where Bubba and Randy is going to be like about the halfway point, and that way they won't have to drive 2.5 hours, and me and you drive 15-20 minutes, you know. This is kind of weird that people keep pulling up in the parking lot and I'm standing out here at the back of my vehicle talking to a phone. Still 23 on here. You got 24 lights. Hey, that's cool. You guys have been smashing that light button thing, double tapping and whatever you do. You know how you keep doing. I got new glasses, man, and they are driving me insane. I like them better. I have progressives now. I got bifocals with the line, and I read a lot. And man, these bifocals make it so much better. But like this, I'm looking at you guys, and the lines right where I'm looking at you. I just gotta get used to it. Tell them to log on and join in. Well, I'll tell you something. Our Charles McClure, Gomer's Knife Shop, is staying in the same hotel, and he's here too. He's still here too. And I came that close to texting him, asking him if he wanted to join me, but it was so late. And I know they're pulling out in the morning to go back to Virginia, so I didn't bother them. My goodness, it's like New York City all of a sudden. People everywhere. How you doing? To be honest, I found that one fixer-upper at Bubba's table, and when my wife got there, she bought several of the Hanks that his wife makes, and I wasn't really looking for stuff. Right now, I'm not in the buying market too much. I'm in the medical market, and the medical market is so crazy. I mean, it's like I never knew, and that's one blessing from this, because now I can have more of an understanding for people who have these problems where I didn't before. It's like chemotherapy is every 2 weeks for my wife, and it's $8,000 every 2 weeks, and it's more than that. But since we're doing the whole self-pay thing, you get a discount. There was one lady we talked to at the oncologist's office, and she's got a special form of cancer. They can't do radiation, but they have her on a medication, and then per year, it's a part A, part B. You get 2 bottles every month. Each one's got 30 pills in it. And if you're on this for a year, the cost is $1.2 million a year for medicine. So I'm really hoping we all need to say a prayer for these people in the pharmaceutical business and pray that they get on their knees and ask forgiveness before they have to meet their maker, because that I'm not going to go deep. I'm not going to get into no political arguments. The things are, we're handling it right now, doing billing and different things. So I'm not going to stand here and complain to you, but it's absurd, you know. Going to Pagyon 4K in September. I'll tell you something. I was thinking about going here next week to, I guess you guys, the whole Bigfoot thing. There's a couple that live probably about 15 miles from me. Name of their channel is Hellbent Holler, and they do a lot of investigative Sasquatchy kind of stuff. And I was thinking about going up to Pigeon Forge because they have the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot conference up there next weekend. And after the 2 videos that I put up on the subject, no, I ain't going. Dwayne Letterman. The show was fun. I'll be honest, I might have looked. They had such a collection. I mean, fixed blades, top tier Jed Hornbeak type stuff. fixed blades. There was one guy, he had a table full of 1920s, 1940s red bone case, you name it. It was a great show. I was so happy for Dwayne and Donna, because if they decide to do it next year, and it looks like they're probably going to, this had an awesome turnout. And they had a door admission, $1, and all that stuff was to make their church youth fund, to put money into that. And I think, I don't want to misspeak, but I think they wound up with like $600. So that means 600 people paid $1 to come in there. Next year, it's going to blow up. I mean, it was awesome this year. There's 20-something vendors there. It was great. It was a hoot. Wicked Blade, yep, I hear you on it, brother. We had to take out a loan to get the wifey surgery. Yep. And but as long as there's a way, we do it. You know, I mean, God's in control. So far, there's been a way, and I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to keep rolling with the punches. Medical and pharmaceutical stuff is insanely ridiculous, but I'm not. Hey, we're just going to keep treading the water and doggy paddling and doing what we got to do. Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm not behind anymore. Yeah, I got 29 likes, 24 people's online. I'm surprised. I wasn't going to do that. I wanted to do it early, but two of Danville's finest had somebody pulled over here, and there's like red and blue flashing lights everywhere, and I was like, I don't want to get into that, you know. Are you recording this kind of stuff and all that? Yep, that's exactly right. God's in control. And it took me several weeks of being in a pretty dark place to realize that. And once I realized that, I was just constantly messing everything up. And I'm just like, there's nothing I can do. And then a peace came over me, and things just started working out. Yep, I'm not gonna lie, bills are piling up. I don't care. You know, I'll pay on bills the rest of my life. It don't bother me. I've been paying bills my whole life anyway. Jerry, the Shelby Knife Guy. It's good to see you again too, brother. Man, I can't believe you guys got up at 2 a.m. this morning, drove up here, did the show, and then drove home. I bet you're tired. Y'all want to see something funny? Well, not really funny, but just kind of funny. I had something made, this magnet, with that hole, whoops, upside down. It's like a door tailgate magnet with the wife's GoFundMe thing on it and all. We're gonna put it on the tailgate of the vehicle here. All the body panels are aluminum. It don't get better than that. So I got a magnet here. I got to figure out what to do with it. Might put it on a piece of metal and just, yeah, I don't know yet. But I thought that was just kind of funny. Oh, Dwayne, how are you? James Alton, Rodney Moore, the down. Yeah, I bet you they're down with some coffee. I bet it wasn't this either. This stuff is hideous. It's cold. Yep, that aluminum is not very magnetic. Dude keeps walking behind me. Yeah, I didn't know all. Excuse me. I didn't know all the panels on this thing were aluminum. I suggest they're aluminum. They don't stick to. Oh my goodness. Kirby, where did I miss? How are you, Mo? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we were talking about you today at the knife show, and it was like 4 or 5 of us, and I was telling them how many Excuse me. For a while, you could look at my thumb, and it looked like a satellite view of a crop field with all the lines in it from the cuts from trying to carve dudes and stuff. So I decided to give it a little break for a while. Bless me on anything I deserve, Mo. I appreciate all y'all's prayers, and I've been enjoying watching your stuff. That one where you went out and checked your cameras, and I mean, golly, Mo lives in a beautiful place. There's people walking everywhere. I don't know if y'all heard that. I said there's people walking everywhere. There you go. Hold on. Junior Knife Collector. How you doing, buddy? You're another one of those. I got a package that's headed toward you. I've been waiting to finish part of it up without saying too much. And it's about ready to go out. And I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of stuff out this week. I would love to come to Washington State. That is some of the most beautiful territory on this planet. Not just the United States. It is. When I see stuff like the opening to your videos where you're driving up to Kirby Creek and all the snow-capped mountains and all that stuff, I'm like, man, it is so beautiful up there. I'll be honest, here in Kentucky, Danville is like dead center of the state, and you go through places. I was telling, because Brian's Knives and Clark's Kentucky Knives and Hillbilly Ridge are from here, or they live here, and I told them that, I said, you know what, probably 120 years ago, somebody made millions of dollars on selling dynamite, because all the interstates are cut through rock mountains, and it's wild. And I love that stuff because you still see the lines where they drilled the holes for the charges and everything. It's cool, but this is some beautiful country. I mean, beautiful country. Yeah, I got something headed to you, Junior Knife Guy, Mr. Jake, and just I got all the other packages packaged up. I got to package yours. I finished up part of it Thursday evening, and I had to let it sit. I don't want to say too much. I'll give it away, which you probably already know what it is. But yeah, it's going to be headed out. I'm going to try to get like 6 packages out this week, because I think I got a window to get to the post office. Because my problem is I'm like go to work at 6 a.m. and work till 6 p.m. most days, and the post office is not open before or after I get off. Yeah, if you are not subscribed, okay, to Jake, his channel is called Junior Knife Collector. This young man is a nice young man from a great family. And I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything, Jake, but I talked to Georgia Adventure. We had a long conversation about you and your family. Great, great family. If y'all are not subscribed to this young man, he is the future of what we love to do. And I suggest that if you're not subscribed to him, you pause or go away from this live right now and go subscribe to that young man and give him all the support you can, because there's not a whole lot of young fellas his age getting into this stuff. And what we love to do are collecting and knives and if we don't support the next generation, it's going to die. And this is a good young man to support. So, Junior Knife Collector. If you're still here, jot it down on a napkin or something and go check his stuff out when this is over, or do it now. Either way. Yeah, Jake's on him. He's got it going on. I hate that he can't do long form videos with blades. That's one of the things about YouTube that just gripes me to death. They'll let little 13-year-old girls get on there showing stuff they shouldn't be showing, and I'm not going to get on that rant, but a young man that's just a good young man that's enjoying a collection and what he's doing ain't hurting a thing, but I won't get on that diatribe. Mr. James Alton, you have a good one, brother. was it James that's leaving or Jerry is leaving? I ran my mouth again. Oh, okay. It's Jerry. Jerry, you have a good one, man. You ain't drove but like what 14, 15 hours today, so you get a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams. Well, guys, I'm gonna cut this off right here. Go in and check on Mrs. Cornbread and get me a shower because I've been standing out here sweating now for an hour and 5 minutes. You don't believe me? This fat boy knows how to sweat. I could sweat in Antarctica. But I appreciate you guys dropping in and saying howdy. And I'm gonna let y'all go. Maybe I'll be able to start getting back in the swing of things a little bit because I love doing this. There just hadn't been time. And for several weeks there just wasn't motivation. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for your prayers. There's no way I can say how much that means to me, or the wife, or my kids, or anybody. And yeah, I just wanted to come in and talk to you guys. I enjoyed talking today, and like I said, I talked horns off a billy goat, and I said I'm gonna do a live. And I might should have hollered at Charles Gomer's Knife Shop because he's right upstairs, but I don't know what time they go to bed, and I didn't want to pester him. But until we get to talk to you fellers and fellerettes again, I appreciate y'all. I really do. We pray for you guys every day. And until I get to see y'all again, peace and God bless. Love y'all.